Hello everyone, this is Drew92, and today I'm coming to you with another unboxing and review. This time we're doing the Tile Boxing Old School Professional Leather Bag Gloves 3.0. I got into bag gloves after looking at the rival RB5s, and just recently I did a review of the Valley Nista Speed Bag Gloves. So this time I'm going to be doing one from Tidal. I actually reviewed a pair of Tidal gloves back back then, so I am pretty much aware of Tidal as a brand, and I just wanted to see what this one is like. So without further ado, let's get to the bag review, starting with the unboxing. All right. Wow. Oh. Huh. These look, Alright. Alright, these look kind of cool. Definitely not like the rival RB5s or the Valley Nista speed bags, but these look kind of nice for what they are. The thing is that with how these look, the padding is definitely a lot different than. Alright, with the padding on this one, the padding's a lot different with this glove than the other bag mitts that I reviewed. Mainly because it's just so thick that I wouldn't expect to feel any punches with that. In fact, it's kind of more like a bag glove that's more like those traditional boxing gloves. As in traditional boxing gloves, I mean your run-of-the-mill boxing glove that you can pretty much see anywhere. So that's pretty much the thing. It only because of how thick the padding looks on this. So yeah, that's the only thing. But other than that, it looks pretty solid right now from what it seems like. As for the stitching, well, the stitching looks the stitching's fine. I don't mind it, really. The way it looks, it's pretty good. I think this. In fact, I think if there's one thing I've seen with Tidal lately, based on one or two of their gloves that I own, I actually have another pair of Tidal gloves that I've not reviewed yet. And it's been a long time since I've used them, but we're not going to talk about them today. But what I've noticed with Tidal in a few gloves that I've seen is that they do a very good job at their craftsmanship with some of the padding and the stitching. So yeah, this is no surprise they're doing well here. And yeah, some people may think a few things about the way the plastic logo is, but since this is a bag glove, I don't plan on doing any sparring with it, obviously. So I think that we can let it pass. I can let it pass in this case. Although I do see that the plastic edge sort of juts out a bit right here, if you can see it right here, but it's still a bag glove, so I wouldn't exactly hold it against them as much as if it was a sparring glove. But that obviously doesn't make it a bad glove. It just means that this is something you really need to keep close eyes about. Keep your eyes on for when you're taking a glove like this. So yeah, it's still a bag glove. So yeah, the plastic edge on this jutting out won't bother me as much. So yeah, so yeah, it won't bar me as much, but it's just something to keep your eyes out for. So now that we got that, so now we can get to the feel of the bag gloves. All right, here you go. Oh, and also the thumb. I don't know. I don't know about this, but oh yeah, I just noticed I just noticed that the thumb doesn't really seem to be the way this thumb is stitched. Really, I mean, it looks a little bit weird like this, especially because, well, yeah, like that. That's pretty much the only thing I would complain about. And even the plastic edge is a little bit minor to that, but yeah, that's the only thing. But I don't think that this will make any difference in how it performs, so let's see how they feel. All right. So these are meant to be worn without wraps since they're bag mitts, so yeah. Well, these are a little bit tight on me, but I got these in a regular because I normally don't wear a large anyway, because my medium to small hand size is pretty much that. But yeah, about these bag gloves, they do feel very tight on my hands, really. Ugh. Yeah, they might need a few days to break in, but these are meant to be worn without wraps, so based on that, I kind of know what I'm in for when wearing a glove like this. So if it's meant to be worn without wraps, which is why it's so tight, then yeah, it really does its purpose. So yeah. Anyway, let's. All right. So now that I got these on, here are my thoughts on them. Well, I do think that the thumb is done in a way that it allows me to move. So great job on them for that. But all right, so here's my thoughts on this glove. The thumb placement on this definitely allows me to move it very well, and I do at least appreciate that because it allows me to learn how to make a proper fist, especially where thumb placement it is pretty much required. So when learning how to make a proper fist, we need to know where to place our thumbs and all that. So yeah, I do appreciate that. And the grip bar, yeah, I do think that where the grip bar is placed on this one is very good as well. I definitely feel it between the lower parts of my fingers and the palm. So, but then again, it has a lot of influence by your average boxing glove based off of not only how the padding looks, but even the way the grip bar placement is. These are a little tight though, so keep that in mind. I'm sort of a small medium when it comes to glove size, as in not really boxing glove size, but just when you're wearing gloves in general. So I got these in a regular, and I do have to admit that because these are bag mitts, the type of gloves not meant to be worn with wraps, you kind of should expect a tight fit on them, but it may need a little bit of time to break in. So yeah, let's get to the bag testing of this review. So yeah, if you're looking for a traditional old school style bag mitt, you probably won't get it with this because of the padding. But if you if you do want a good entry level bag mitt, as in something that can help you transition from using your traditional boxing glove to an old school style bag mitt, well, these might be an okay entry level glove for that case, but I wouldn't rank it very high on the old school style bag mitt style list. So yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they may deserve a spot in terms of being an okay entry level bag mitt, but these could probably do a lot better in terms of making the padding to allow us to feel the punches, so we'll know that we're hitting with the right part of our knuckles. But it's just it's just that and the mixed bag with the tightness of this glove. So yeah, guys, that's pretty, along with the thumb stitching right here being a little weird, but that's pretty much my only list of complaints. And like I said, the genuine leather of this glove, the stitching on everything from the top to the wrist, and even the wrist support, which I didn't mention a lot, is very good. So you pretty much know that you can keep your wrist feeling supported even when you do the punch. But in terms of the padding of the knuckle and its feedback, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that, and it may not allow you to punch with proper form for this reason. But other than that, I wouldn't say that these are the best bag mitts to get. But if you're going from your normal boxing gloves to traditional bag mitts, and you just want something with some decent, a little more padding, then you can go with this. But other than that, well, it's kind of a mix. I have mixed feelings about this, really. So yeah, guys, I may not have the proper score for this glove. It may need to be broken into a lot more, but you can see for yourself on this, really. That's not to say that Tile's a bad brand, but you might not get a completely old school style feel with this glove. Anyway, like I said, this is kind of a good, a decent middle between your normal boxing glove and an old school style bag mitt. But other than that, I might not get these above the rival RB5. So, but if you just want something with a little padding while you hit the bag, then okay, yeah. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know your thoughts on these gloves and this review, and I'll provide the link in the description for where you can get these gloves so you can make your own choice about them. So yeah, guys, have a nice day. Yeah, see you later.